Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. And this is the channel. I am, of course, Tony, and this is the channel where we talk about day trading the US stock market. So the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, etc. We're trading mostly stocks, and well, it's all equities. We're stocks and shares, but we're trading mostly low float, low cap stocks. We will look at other things as well, but we're not trading crypto. We're not trading forex or futures or options or anything on this channel. It's purely equities. That's what I'm trading. That's my bag. That's what I do. That's what I understand. That's what I teach. By all means, if you want to talk to me about crypto or you want to talk to me about options or even swing trading, not just day trading, you just join one of the live streams. I'm happy to answer questions along those lines, or drop a comment, drop the question in the comment section here, and I'll respond to it. No problem. But as far as the live stream goes, as far as the videos are going here and me trading live, it's all about trading equities. So what have we done today? So we've rebooted the small account challenge. So the small account challenge for May, I'm concentrating on the small account. I'm already over goal on the main account for May. So the small account for May, and I say small account, I really mean micro account. What I mean by that is $500. So we gave it, we had a false start yesterday, and we started with 514 yesterday, and we blew up the account on the second trade. We got caught in a halt, volatility halt to the upside. It halted to the upside, gapped down heavily, and we ended up blowing up the account. And I say we blow up the account, we got liquidated. We still had money in the account, but we got liquidated because the broker that I'm using, the minimum balance that you have for trading permissions that you have to have is $350. If you go below that, they will liquidate your position. Now, this went substantially below that, but that was the move, just the speed of, or the volatility of the price action, and that's why they have that there. If the price action moves really quickly, they're still going to they're still going to liquidate your position, and then that way it's unfortunately puts a stop to the small account challenge on day one. Not to be perturbed though, not to be deterred or perturbed, whatever flavor you're having today. We're giving it a reboot today. So we've rebooted it today, this time 510, 510 and 32 cents. The cents is important at this level. So $510 is what we've started with today. And we've had a good day. Eventually, we started off well, then we gave it back. I wasn't trading badly, but I wasn't trading well today. So I've got to get myself into the disciplined mindset of trading a small account again. And I mean a really small account. What do I mean by that? Why is that important? Well, I started trading with the ticker was APM. It was Aptorum Group, moving up, and I managed to get $63 first trade of the day. Good, great, fantastic. That takes me over goal. So I decided yesterday 10% per day is an aggressive goal, but that's the goal I'm going for to start off with until I get to a decent size of like 2,000-3,000, and then I go back to 5%, and then we'll move on. So 10% per day, and I got that on the first trade, but then I went back in and looked for the break of the $0.50. And it pulled back. I got caught in a flush, and it's pre-market, so I didn't get stopped out. I cut my losses. Is what I did. So I cut my losses and got out of the position for a substantial loss. So the $63 we made, we gave that back, and interest besides. We're $75 down. So then we traded a couple of other stocks. We made a little bit of that back. But we had to trade smaller stocks, and the reason for this is because I started with $510, and I ended up with a loss of $75 on effectively the first trade. That takes me down to an equity position like $440. No leverage. There's no leverage on anything under on any position under $500. There's also no leverage on anything over $5. From a stock price. So I've got to bear that in mind in terms of my trade selection or stock selection, but also in terms of my risk management as well. So I'm finding myself, I'm effectively now trading a cash account, and I need to make at least $60 plus the extras to get green on the day and get that leverage position again. So I traded a few more stocks, lost a bit, gained a bit, and then I've managed to trade ACGN, which was moving up from kind of 250. I was going to get in at the break of half dollar, 250. Ended up getting a little bit later, break of the $0.75, 275. It moved up into a halt, gapped up huge, and I made $132 on that. Moved my stop whilst it was, I had a stop in place, moved my stop while it was halted, long halt. And when it gapped up, I moved my stop up quick, and I got stopped out $132. So that was a good position. I had 100 shares. So that clearly moved up $1.32 for me. That was got me back green. So I was back in profit gross, but after fees and charges, I would still be in the hole. But for the purposes of today's trading, for the purposes of today's buying power, that got me back into the green and got me back above the $500 level, which then afforded me to have leverage on the stocks above $5 that were moving up, and the broker facilitates leverage. So I managed to trade XIN. So XIN moved up nicely for me, and I managed to make $144 on XIN. Switched over to the larger. I already traded the larger account. Managed to get a little over $8,000 up on the large account. Traded 2 stocks. And then when I finished trading XIN here, $144 on XIN, taking the grand total, gross total to $182.53 on the small account. I switched over and managed to get another just over $4,000 on the large account on XIN on the main account. So where we're finishing, I just mentioned it there, $182.53 gross. That's a good thing. The bad news is, after fees and charges, I'm having to kind of tread my way out of a hole. And I've been doing that on the large account, but it's a lot easier on the large account because I have the equity cushion to be able to do that. Having to be almost perfect with my trade selection and my risk management on the small account is a challenge I've got to get into the right mindset for. So I'll do that. So I've lost probably 50% of what I've made of the $182 is probably going to be going in fees and charges. So I'll end up with about between $90 and $95 in net. But that still takes us up to in and around the $600 range starting position tomorrow. So we'll be doing it again tomorrow, an hour before the market opens. I'll be streaming live all my trades from an hour before the market opens, as I did today. In fact, let's talk through that, and you can join me tomorrow when we do that. But let's talk through the trade, shall we? Just quickly. So this was APM. This is the first thing we traded pre-market. It was the only thing we traded pre-market, actually. So I got in here for the break of the $0.50. I was able to add to the position and then take some profits on the way up. I was out there, and then I got in for the break of highs up here. Again, the break of the $0.50 up at the top, and it pulled back, and I got stopped out. So this is the 5-minute chart. Then we traded. What else did we trade? So at that stage, I was $75 down. I'm looking at CNSP. So CNSP, we traded this, made a little bit of profit here. As this moved up, we made, I think it was like $39 or something, or whatever it was that we made there. And then we gave some of that back here after the bell. So that was CNSP. We also traded then SNTG, and we lost on SNTG. So we made a little bit here, took some profits, added, and then lost, and we managed to get a little bit back there. Then we traded it again here on the move back up for the break of $5, and it pulled back, and we got out there. We ended up nearly $40 down on SNTG. So that, again, at this stage, I'm below the $500 equity position, so I'm having to trade as if it's a cash account. I'm taking like 100 shares. I think on SNTG I had like 85 shares or 90 shares or whatever it was at the time. So I'm not even able to take the full amount of the full share position that I would like to take. I normally want to trade in lots of 100 or more, but we'll see. We'll see. Then after SNTG, we traded GDC, and GDC didn't break for us. It moved up into a halt, gapped up, into another halt. We got in for the break of the $0.50 on here as it made its new highs. It into a halt, and then it was looking to move up. It looked like it was stalling, rejecting at $8. So I cut the position. It paid for itself. It paid for the. It was kind of a scratch trade net. We made $9, just under $9, but because it was, and this went up to $44 on Monday. I made an absolute fortune on this one on Monday. It went from $2.50 to $44. So I thought, okay, if I can get the 100 shares and this goes up to $9-10, I will be absolutely stoked, because that gets me green on the day, gets me over the goal. And then if it then continues and goes up to like 15 and 20 or whatever the scenario may be, as it did on Monday, I could make a small killing on this straight away. But best laid plans of mice and men often go astray, as Steinbeck once wrote. And this started to pull back, but I saw it in advance. I saw it was stalling, so I just got out. And that was just $10. Green's green. It was a green. And then I was just waiting. I traded the large account in, but switched over to the large account. And I was able to trade the large account. We made 8,000 on the large account, trading IMGN and KRBP, 8,400. And then we came back to the small account again, and we traded ACGN. So ACGN was the one that was moving up. We got in here as it broke 275. And it moved up into a halt, very long halt. It was, I think, 20 minutes, or it might have been half an hour or whatever it was. It was a very long halt. I think it was actually 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And then on resumption, it moved up slightly, and I moved my stop up to cater for it, and then I got stopped out. It did move back up above that, but then it pulled back again. It did go higher, but I was already out by then. So I made $132 on this. That got me back above the $500 level. It got me back green on the day gross, but not green net. I still had a bit of a hole to recover from on the net position. So that's I'll still continue to watch things. Went away and walked the dog and everything else, but I continued to watch things and see what was going to, when I came back from walking the dog, see what was moving and what was not. It took me a while before I took my next trade. And the next trade and final trade of the day, both on the main account and on the small account, was XIN. So this moved up. As this got moved up and it pulled back, it then started to move up again, and I got in for it was a break of 530, and it moved up. I took a little bit of profit as it pulled back down, and then I got back in for the break as it was moving up towards $6, and I put a stop in place and got stopped out. So that was Zyn. I got stopped out on Zyn. When I had the stop in place, I switched over to the main account and traded it for another 4,000. So the main account I got 4,200 trading this same place, pretty much the same place. So the last bit I got good 70 cents or whatever it was. Trading that up at the top, so I managed to get 4,200 on trading that. I was 5,000 shares in, added another 2,500 and rolled that up, took the profit and I put a stop in place, took 2,500 off and I put a stop in place for the rest. And I got stopped out. So I took the profit at 650 and put my stop in place, trailing stop. And it went up a little bit higher. It went up to like 684, and then it pulled back, and I think I got stopped out at like 651 or whatever it was. So that was my day today. So a good day on the main account, twice over goal. I wasn't really going to be trading the main account, but I did anyway. But the small account was where it was at today. So we traded the small account. We're 17%, 18% up, or whatever the statistics are telling us, and we're over goal. So we come back and we do it again tomorrow. Now, before the market opens, you be there or you be square, and I hope to see you, and we'll hopefully have another profitable day. I'll be a little bit more discerning in my trading tomorrow. So I don't want to be going, once I'm over goal, once I'm over that 10%, I'm just going to lock it down and then maybe look for some other things on the main account. But once the small accounts, I'm going to be concentrating on trading on the small account until I'm over goal. And then I'm just going to concentrate on my motto, which is get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. And we're still aiming for the $15,000. If we can get $15,000, great. Today we managed a net of just over 18%. And I'm just doing the math calculations here. So if I wanted to get to $15,000, I would do that if I had net 18% every single day between now and reaching 15,000. We do that on the second trading day of June. So fingers crossed. I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm targeting myself at 10%, but if we can get 18% or 20%, even better. I'm targeting on 10%. So let's see how we get on tomorrow, and we'll hopefully have another good green day, and you'll be there to witness it. In the meantime, enjoy your evening. Take care.